Summer is nearly over and September is right around the corner. And for a lot of people, that is a good time to reconnect with their alcohol-free goals. And when it comes to making change happen, I think September is a pretty great time of year to do it. I mean, much better than cold, dark January. Because September is the start of the new school year as well, I think many of us just still associate it with a new beginning. So what I want to talk about today is that feeling you get when you are on the cusp of doing something bold, when you are just about to go for it, recommit, when you're just about to take a risk, take action and do something that you could potentially fail at. In fact, perhaps you have tried to stop drinking before and it didn't work out and that felt painful. And if you've had a lot of failed attempts in the past, you might even be wondering, is there really any point trying again? I get it, but I want you to listen. Because before you get those doubts and fears in your mind and let them completely paralyze you, there are two things I want you to remember. First of all you're really doing right now is choosing what kind of discomfort you would like to move forward with. So you're choosing between the discomfort of using alcohol and dealing with all the side effects and the consequences that come with alcohol use, or you can choose the discomfort of not drinking and having to change some patterns and learn some new things. My point here is you are going to face some challenges and some discomfort no matter what you do next. It's just completely unavoidable. It is just a matter of you choosing which option, which discomfort you would like to go with. So how will you decide? Well, if you saw my video last week, you will have seen that I shared this. It's a tracker to help you make an assessment of your drinking and see how it's impacting your life. And I'll put the link for this below again in case you missed it. I think filling this out and tracking your experience with alcohol is going to really help you make this decision. Plus, it's a very useful record of where you are right now and how things really are. Like, do you want to keep putting up with this? Are you okay with the status quo? With this knowing that if you continue drinking, you will have more to suffer and this will get worse over time. Because when you are drinking, you're on this like escalator that's only going in one direction. It's only going down. When you're really clear on the impact alcohol has on you and the pain and discomfort it is putting you through week in, week out, maybe day in, day out, well then it changes your willingness to experience discomfort as you figure out a way to overcome this problem. I mean, suddenly the discomfort of trying to quit and messing up a bit, it doesn't seem so bad because you recognize what a painful, uncomfortable place you are already in. And the discomfort of stepping out of your comfort zone and having to do something new and different, well, to me, that doesn't seem as bad when you compare it to the discomfort of where you are. And the great thing about sobriety is that the toughest part is at the beginning. That is when you are changing everything and breaking some long-held habits. I promise you that it gets easier and easier and better the further you get into it. So if drinking is an escalator that's going down, then yeah, I think I would say alcohol-free living is an escalator that is going up. All right? So that was the first thing I wanted to mention. Choose your hard. The second thing is that when you're feeling doubt and fear, a good question to ask yourself is, could it be different this time? Could it? Could it be different? Because whether you've tried 5 or 10 or 15 or 100 times before and it hasn't worked out, if you tried again, is it possible that it could be different this time? Are you at least 1% open to the possibility that maybe somehow there is some way that you could truly, finally quit drinking and stay sober and feel good about it? Are you at least open to the idea that this is, in theory, possible for you? And even if you are just 1% open to the idea, well, then the question becomes not if you can do it, it's really a matter of how you can do it. It's a how question. So what would be required in order for you to do this? What would you need in order to make alcohol-free living happen and for it to feel sustainable and like a lifestyle upgrade? Well, here's what I think you might need. I think you're probably going to need some kind of plan to follow, a step-by-step guide, right? For the how to set yourself up for success. So you know exactly what to do and when. You're going to need a mixture of practical support and mindset hacks so you can put your focus in the right place and believe in yourself a bit more and stop letting your brain ruminate on the things that are holding you back. And you're probably going to want a place where you can get your questions answered so you don't get stuck and be part of a community. Well, good news is that right now I am just putting the finishing touches on a free masterclass for you where I'm going to help you with all of that how. I'm going to show you how to approach sobriety the right way, how to escape this willpower trap that I think you're probably in, how to make alcohol-free living feel like something you genuinely want to do rather than something you've just got to do. So I'm going to have some more details about that soon because it isn't ready yet, but you can mark your calendar for Thursday, the 5th of September. That's when we're going to kick it off. And it's not often that I get to do these big free trainings, so I don't want you to miss it. For now, I'm just going to leave you with one of my favorite quotes, which is this: everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. And it is. Your fears and doubts, they're normal, and they're going to be with you for the whole journey. But if you can find a way to take action despite them hanging around, you are going to set yourself up for truly great things. And I'm excited to see what your life looks like in sobriety. When you get into a flow with this, when you enjoy alcohol-free living and you don't let those fears or doubts hold you back.